Hey, Grand Rising, peace and love and favor, all that stuff, man. Hey, happy day to you. That's all I can say. Um, as you see, I'm trying to be consistent with these little videos, man, because I got stuff to talk about. I got stuff to share with those that are seeking. And my disclaimer, I don't claim to be no teacher, no book scholar, no preacher, none of that stuff. I'm just a loving brother. They call me Brother Sean. They call me Disco. They just call me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm right here. I want to thank those of you that's been giving these videos a chance, and I even want to say thank you to those that have thrown thumbs down on the video. Hey, much love to you as well. I used to be a defender of religion, the Bible. I used to be a defendant. I would fight verbally, debate and everything about the biblical scriptures because I was a part of the situation. You know what I mean? What I mean by part of the situation was I was speaking out of a space where everything that I was given it wasn't taught to me. It was told to me. You know what I'm saying? It was told to me without any proof. It was just like, hey, you do this. You don't question nothing. Just do this. I did that for many years of my life, man, and I'm just not doing it no more. I can't do it. It's a wrap for that. So I want to get off into some things like some of the most craziest Bible verses that just don't make no sense. So if this don't trigger you, then hey, if you ain't gonna be able to behave over here in this channel, then you need to go ahead and go about your business. This ain't for you, individual. This ain't for you. But if you are interested in taking a second look at some things, man, then hey, this could possibly help you be free from that little bubble. Because I was in the damn bubble too. I defended this thing with my whole mind. So I thought. And realized I was out of my damn mind. But here's some verses that I got jotted down just to try to make a little sense out of what I'm trying to show here. But this first thing I'm going to go to is Genesis chapter 6 verse 1 through 4. Genesis chapter 6 verses 1 through 4. Whatever translation Bible you want to use, it's fine with me. But here it reads, there were giants in the earth in those days, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men. Who are the sons of God? That's the first question you want to ask yourself. The next question is, why they giants? And then, why does the storyline just up and vanish? It just vanished. It mentioned it in Genesis 6 and then it vanishes. This verse opens a door the rest of the book pretends just isn't there. That's what it did. The next one is Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 4. And it says, one generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. A forever earth. But end times preaching, because that's what they talk about out here. We in the end times. It says in Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 4, it says, one generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth, it remains forever, family. That's what the Bible say. So the question is, why are they hell bent on putting that fear tactic on people on the Sunday churches? Hell, Saturday churches too. about end times. The math ain't mathing. Let's try Ecclesiastes. While we in Ecclesiastes, let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verses 1, verses 19. Verse 19. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 19 says, "As the one dieth, so died the other. They all have one breath." Now, this flattens the human above animal hierarchy completely. Religion doesn't like this verse. Not at all. They don't like it. Ecclesiastes 3 and 19. You go and look it up. Here's another one. Going into the New Testament, where a lot of people they buy that big old Bible, but they like to start right in the middle of the book. They never start from the beginning. These are the Bible thumpers now, the people that love and defend the Bible. They never start from the book of Genesis. They cut right in the middle into a book where, as time passed, after Christ had been gone, this New Testament came into play. It wasn't in existence while Christ was walking and teaching and preaching. It wasn't in existence. But Matthew chapter 16, verse 28, it says, "There be some standing here, which shall not taste of death, till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom." That was about 2,000 years ago already. So who didn't die? You tell me, who didn't die? Here's another one. John chapter 14, verse 12. It says, "He that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do." Greater than healing the sick and raising the dead? You mean he said he that just believe on him. This is out of the words and the mouth of Jesus the Christ. John 14, verse 12. "He that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also." And then he gave it a bonus. He said, "And even greater works than these shall he do." What's going to outdo healing the sick and raising the dead? We in the New Testament still. Let's go to Luke chapter 17, verses 20 and 21. Luke chapter 17, verses 20 and 21 said, "The kingdom of God cometh not with observation. The kingdom of God is within you." Within you. You know what I'm saying? Let that register. Internal kingdom? You mean not a sky location? Because they said the kingdom of God is in heaven. But here in Luke 17, 20 and 21, it says, "The kingdom of God cometh not with observation. The kingdom of God is within you. Inside, internal. Not a sky location." This is one quietly, it dismantles the whole organized religion mess. But still, if you don't think, it goes right over your head. You never even get to use logic, because logic is out the window. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 46. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 46. It reads, "That was not first which is spiritual, but that which is natural, and afterward that which is spiritual." This flips the whole we're spiritual beings first narrative upside down, family. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and 46. Go read it again on your own. I'm not finna waste time going over stuff, because all you got to do is simply hit rewind, especially if you're not a skimmer or you ain't afraid of challenging things. See, in order to learn some, family, for me, I learned to first start asking damn questions. If you don't ask no questions and all you doing is just receiving and taking in, then that's not learning. That's called programming. And that's why I'm unlearning and relearning to this very day. Let's go back into the Old Testament. Well, hell, they got this in the New Testament only Bibles too. Psalms, the book of Psalms. Let's go to Psalm 82. Psalm 82. And I want one verse here. 82:6. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High, plural. Lowercase gods, small g, ODS. Rarely explained, but frequently avoided. Nah. You investigate that. But it says in, again, 82nd chapter of Psalm, 6th verse. Go check that out on your own. Let's go back into Hebrews. Hebrews chapter 9, verse 27. It reads, it is appointed unto men once, only one time to die. That sounds simple until you read reincarnation claims and resurrection stories and translated texts that contradict this, which is in like Revelation chapter 22 verse 13. It says, I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. Who is this? Who is this here speaking exactly? You tell me. Put in the comment. You tell me, who is that speaking in Revelation 22 and 13? I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. Who is speaking here exactly? Is it God or Jesus? It says the text shifts voices without warning. You know what I'm saying? Don't even give a warning. So why these verses matter? They confuse people because they contradict doctrine, suggest hidden layers, hint at lost knowledge, and refuse simple explanations. These verses weren't meant for passive belief. They were meant to wake the reader up. And that's pretty much where I'm at. But let's go to something else, family. That strikes me. I was watching something and then I heard something and it caught me, and I paused right there, and I wasn't able to go further because I go in my own, I get in my own zone once I hear little things. When I get triggered, family, or whatever, you know what I do? I don't say angry. I get, my adrenaline goes up enough for me to go and look into some stuff and go do my due diligence and check some things out. And that's what I'm suggesting to anybody that likes to thumb down or trash talk or whatever. Shush to you. Shush to you. Look at that. The word Babel, because that's written in the Bible, right? Babylon. Say, I'm gonna confuse. Let's go down and let us confuse the language of men, because if they stay and speak the same language, they'll figure out how to live forever. Ain't that written in the Bible? Now, let's take the word Bible, Babel. Bible, Babel. They are connected linguistically and conceptually, but they are not literally the same word. What is the same is the mechanism behind them. Here's the clean breakdown. Number one, Babel, root meaning is confusion, mixing, babbling. The Tower of Babel story is about fragmented language, loss of shared understanding, and power through division. Babel in English comes straight from this idea: random speech, noise without coherence. Babel equals linguistic fracture. Number two, Bible. In Greek terminology, it means biblia or biblos. Means books, the books, the binding of books. From biblos, tied to scrolls and writing materials. The Bible is not one book. It's a library compiled and edited and translated and filtered across centuries. Bible equals curated narrative. Number 3, where people feel you're right. This is the part they don't like talking about. After Babel, confusion of tongues, right? Authority moved to text. When spoken truth fractured, power shifted to written canon. So the Bible functions as a unifier for some, a confuser for many, a control mechanism when interpretation is monopolized. Different languages, different doctrines, same book. That's Babel inside the Bible. Straight like that. Number 4, the real connection. It's not the spelling, not etymology games, but outcome. Babel scatters understanding through language, and Bible scatters understanding through interpretation. Same effect, just different tool. One fractures speech, and the other fractures meaning. Why this hits as truth? Because not just reading for belief, reading for coherence. When a system claims divine clarity but produces endless sects, denominations, and contradictions, it'll make you crazy for calling out what it is. Structured confusion. The Bible isn't Babel by accident. It's Bible domesticated. Confusion dressed in chapters and verses. That's what the Bible is. Doctrines of confusion. Those who think it's crystal clear usually inherited the lens, and those who question it are hearing the noise beneath the words. And that's where I'm at, because for instance, man, when I was Bible thumping, when I was defending the Bible, I would go to my loved ones and I was hell bent on telling them why they got to do this and that and the third. And a lot of them, man, they don't even talk to me to this very day. They think I'm still crazy like that. They don't know I done got past that kind of crazy. I'm just straight weird now. That's what people call me today, weird. And I say, wow, look at this here. But I'm so weird. My whole life ain't all jacked up. Things ain't all out of order. I do things decently and in order today, more than I did when I was messing around with the Bible. So go figure. But let me see how much time I got here. Let me try to I want to touch on something about this quantum leap. I know you may have heard about quantum leap. What a quantum leap really is in physics, a quantum leap is not gradual growth. It is an instant jump from one state to another without occupying the space in between. No ladder, no staircase, no almost there. One state ends, another begins. The science version, clean and precise. Electrons do not slide between energy levels. They absorb energy, vanish from one level, and reappear in another. That jump is the quantum leap. If the energy threshold is not met, nothing happens. Partial effort equals zero movement. And why people misuse the term pop culture twisted quantum leap into big improvement, fast growth, leveling up, that's not quantum, that's linear acceleration. A real quantum leap is discontinuous change. The deeper principle, this is the part that I'm sensing. A A quantum leap happens when the old structure can no longer contain the energy. The system becomes unstable at its current level, so the system reorganizes instantly. No transition phase. That's why quantum leaps often feel like sudden clarity, abrupt separation from people, overnight identity collapse, and I can't go back even if I wanted to. Biological and psychological mirror. You don't slowly wake up. You tolerate nonsense. Let me stop that. You tolerate nonsense. You tolerate nonsense. And you just tolerate nonsense. Then one moment it snaps. And that snap is the leap. Before the leap, confusion, tension, pressure, contradiction overload. And after the leap, coherence, calm, irreversible knowing. Why most people never leap? It's because they bleed energy through fear. They keep one foot in their old identity. They negotiate with the past. Quantum systems don't negotiate. Either the energy is sufficient or nothing changes. The uncomfortable truth, a quantum leap always costs something. A role, a belief, a relationship, a former version of self. If nothing is lost, it wasn't a leap. It was a mood shift. Final truth. A quantum leap is not becoming better. It is becoming incompatible with your old frequency. That's why after a real one, old conversations feel foreign. Old environments feel loud. Old labels don't stick. And you don't just grow, you change states. States of condition, states of mind. That's what hell and heaven is. States of conditions. That's what I'm learning, family. I just wanted to do something to keep the wheels turning because, again, man, there are individuals that are actually tuned in and listening. Again, I say this all the time. I don't claim to be no damn scholar, no hellified speaker or none of that, man. I'm just not learning how to look in this damn camera and speak. You dig? So this is all I got right now. I got some more stuff, but it don't go with this. It just don't go with this. Every day, and listen to what I'm saying, family. Every day, I get new downloads. That's what the downloads. That's what they call downloads. When you get new, when you getting things solved to them questions, them once questions that you could never get an answer to. Now all of a sudden, and I'm just say for me, ever since I stopped eating that damn meat, man, I don't eat no meat. I don't eat no traumatized animals meat or nothing. I don't. And it's been 2 years for me and my wife. We don't eat meat. But ever since that, and ever since we tried to live according to our natural way, because everything out there so you can learn about it. Some people just love and they're so comfortable being stuck in the back of a truck. Talking about, I ain't got no good luck. I don't believe in luck. I just don't. I don't believe in good or bad luck. I believe that the energy put out is the energy you will draw back to yourself. That's what I believe. I don't just believe it. I know this is how it go down. Let me try to unlearn saying that I believe. Let me tell you what I know, because I'm living proof. I had to do a 720-degree turn. Speaking of 720-degree turn, that's just 360. But even with 360, you take 3, 6, and 0, add them numbers up. You added it? Okay, 3 plus 6 plus 0, that's 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's 9, the number 9. Then, if you double up 360 and 360, that's 720, right? So you take again 7 plus 20 plus 0. What do you get again? You get the number 9 again. So here's something that I want to leave and end this video with. The number 9, family. You can take that number 9 and you can go as high as you want to. Let me give you an example really quick before I shut this thing down. But I would like for you to try this all on your own. I'm going to try a random number just out of the blue. 9 times, let me see, 9 times 764. Okay, so 9 times 764. So let's see. We got 14, 7. Let me do this here. I'm adding the 6. The answer to 9 times 764 is 6,876. So what I did was added the answer, which is 7,876, and I take 6 plus 8. That's what? That's 14, right? Then you got 7 plus 7, 14 plus 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That's 21. Then you got the 8. So 21. Add the 6. That's 6, 8, 18. So right. So I'm at 18 here. You add the 1. You just do it on your own, man, because I can't make it make sense to you when I'm doing it in my head and I'm trying to explain it. That's another thing. In school, I can come up with an answer, but if I can't show your ass how I came up with the answer, they automatically fail your ass. You know what I mean? Unfair. You know what I'm saying? But when you go in and find this on your own, this is something you can do on your own and you can't go wrong. 9 times excuse me, I did 9 times 764. Take that, start with that first, and once you come up with the answer, which is 6,876, add all them numbers up together, and when you get the final numbers added up, add up the 1 and the 8, you're going to get 9. It's going to revert back to 9. It's just like 9 times 2, right? It's 18. You take the 1 and the 8, that's 9. Same thing. 9 times 9 is 81. You take the 1 and the 8, that's 9. It goes on and on. 9 times 3 is 27. You take the 2 and the 7, it's 9. Go on and on. See what I'm talking about, family? Hopefully I ain't overly complicate such a simple thing. But I'm trying to tell you something. It's actually fun when you're learning. It's fun when you're learning. I'm talking about, because once you find out that the number 9 ends, there's no number greater than the number 9. It's not. It's not, family. I know a lot of scholars or people that done went through these colleges and universities are like, who in the hell do he think? Hey, I don't think anything. I'm just telling you, I know some things too, because I'm a free thinker. So again, triggering advisory, free thinker on deck. That'd be me. Gotta go. Hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day or evening or whichever part this video catches you in. I hope you enjoy everything, family. I love y'all. I really do. Peace and love to you.